What is up, guys? Now I'm back here and I'm back again with another video. Yes, this is a skeleton. It's from Halloween. We're not here to talk about that. As you can see by the title, I will be doing a review of Baddies West, episode 2. We done skipped episode 1. Girl, I don't know what to tell you. And if you're coming to my channel to see the actual video and episode, I can't help you with that. I cannot help you with that. You might as well go ahead and pay the Zeus Network because that's the only place you can see it. That's the only place you're going to be able to watch it. So the episode starts back off with them being on that little behind sprinter bus, and Rolly and Stunner Girl are going at it with each other. And I'm just like, can you just get to the house? And the fact that Rolly was so pressed about Stunner Girl being like, I'm going to lay all out on the floor, blah, blah, blah. Like, girl, you done said the same thing on your last season that you was on. So how you get mad at somebody else for saying the same thing? So they just on the bus, they all talking trash still about Stunner Girl, and everybody's just going back and forth, and everyone is just mad at Stunner Girl. And I'm just here like, all right. Then they bring up like how, Stunner Girl had some girl in a cage, and they talking about, I went to jail for like, a battery, da da da. I ain't go to jail for, torturing somebody. I had to go look that up myself because I was like, excuse me, they got a girl in here who kidnapped somebody and tortured the girl and put her in a cage. What is y'all talking about? It's a whole thing. Apparently it was her and some other people, but she didn't get any real jail time. All the other people did. So I don't know. I don't have the facts on that. Y'all gonna have to look that up on yourself on your own time. Now, I don't know what it is about Stunner Girl, but I feel like she just have been sneaking people. Why won't you just fight people one-on-one? She snuck Tommy in episode 1. And now you snuck Rolly. You threw a drink in her face. The girl is blinded, and now you're trying to fight her. Girl, what did you like? Fight the girl one-on-one. Then I was kind of confused on where Kat and Stunner Girl stood, because when Stunner Girl got taken off the sprinter bus and Rolly was talking, and she was like, my nail, blah, blah, blah. And then Kat was like, yeah, it's not about the wig. It's about your nail. They get to the house, and Natalie, she's being annoying as usual with the fucking room setup shit. She's like, if you want to room with anybody, who would you room with? And I'm just rolling my eyes because I'm like, why are you asking them who they want to room with if you wasn't going to put them in the room with that person? You just wanted to start some shit up, as she always does, because obviously she's executive producer. That's what she does. Girl, why are you wasting these people's time? So they put whoever they want to room with. Now, I was laughing when it got to Rolly and Scotty sharing a room with each other, because I'm like, I ain't sharing a room with a bitch that slapped me on national TV. You got me fucked up. I don't even understand how the fuck y'all cool at this point. You done knocked you into the middle of next week and Natalie's being petty talking about something. Y'all gonna be rooming together. Ain't nobody for the room with a bitch that done slapped me upside my face up and down like she my pimp. We are not doing that. So when she put them together, I was like, girl, this is gonna be drama. But at the same time, I was like, probably not, because Scotty's the type of person who she just will complain, but she won't actually do anything. Like, I ain't seen Scotty fight. Like, I feel like Scotty cannot fight. She said, like, I don't fight in the last season. So I'm like, she probably doesn't fight. Rolly and Scotty get to their room, right? Scotty's like, oh, this is such a nice room. Yeah, this is such a nice room. And Rolly, it goes to Rolly's confessional, and she's like, the room is nice and all, but, there's 2 beds in here, and one of them is a twin-size bed on the floor. And I know damn well Natalie didn't think that I was going to be sleeping my big ass on that twin bed on the floor. So I don't know what Scotty's going to do, but bitch, you can't be in the bed with me. I was like, goddamn, I was dying. I was like, damn, Scotty, I guess your ass going to be sleeping on the floor. But I can already kind of predict that she's probably going to go to Natalie and be like, Natalie, why did you do that? I need a room with you if that's the case. Like, I'm going to be staying with you. I'm not going to be sleeping on the floor. Blah, blah. Like, I feel like that's what that's going to escalate up to. Kat went outside with Stunner Girl and, was talking to her one-on-one. And I admire Kat for being on her, woman shit. She's being an adult about the situation. She just is like, whatever. So I'm like, okay, like, yeah, she did say, like, it's your nail, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, I feel like she took it for herself to be the big sister for Stunner Girl and put her to the side and just like, if they're going to try and jump, like, we're not going to be doing that jumping shit. Like, it's going to be one-on-one. If they can't do one-on-one, like, nobody's going to jump you, basically. She's letting her know, like, Stunner Girl know, like, nobody ain't going to jump you on my watch. Like, bitch, if they fighting you, they fighting me. And I'm like, all right, I don't do jumping shit regardless because I feel like it's pussy, but it is what it is. Now, what threw me off about this episode is when Natalie calls Biggie and she's like, oh, you're gonna be my right hand, like, you know, I feel like, you know, you're really gonna be that for me this season. So her and Biggie have connections outside of what's going on right now, because I don't see it and I don't understand why is she your right hand. And I feel like that's why her and Scotty are gonna end up having it out with each other, because I feel like Scotty's supposed to be your best friend on this show, and outside of this show, she's supposed to be your bitch. Like, so that's interesting. And so they get on the phone, they calling Rock and they calling, you know, whatever. And Rock is like giving an attitude, like, she's like, why are you calling me? Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I feel where Rock's coming from, because it's like, girl, you don't call me so many times already. Like, obviously I'm coming. Like, leave me alone. I'm coming. I will get there when I get there. At the same time, it's like, everybody else got here. We're waiting around pretty much for you. Like, why can't you be on time? Like, let's go. Like, come on, get with it. So then Chrisean finally makes it to the house. Natalie's having a fucking intervention at this point. And she's like, you know, we all want to sit down and talk about how we felt about yesterday, which is Natalie, again, being very calculated and wanting to stir up drama because she is the executive producer and she knows what gets ratings. Like, we all know that drama was going to be started up from her sitting down talking about the shit that happened yesterday. Bitch, it's another day. Forget about what happened yesterday. We trying to turn up. We trying to go party. We trying to fucking show off our businesses, show off what we do. Why the fuck we sitting around talking about yesterday? Bitch, talking about Ring Around the Rosie, talking about yesterday. No. So I already knew where this was going. So everyone's talking about how they felt, and they're just like, you know, my time was wasted. Like, you showed up at whatever time. I don't know what time they told you to show up at, but we all had the same time, and we all arrived there. We was hair done, you know, makeup done, dressed up, sitting around waiting for your ass to get here, Chrisean. Chrisean is like being annoyed, like she's annoyed, she's aggravated, and I already knew that she was gonna fight. Like, you just like Chrisean, if you haven't noticed by now, Chrisean is the type of person where she don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Especially if you're singling her out and telling her and calling her out about her bullshit, she's just gonna be like, I don't want to talk to you. Let's fight. I was right. You're wrong. Catch these hands. Even if I was wrong, bitch, you're still getting punched in your face. Like, that's the type of person that she is. And like, I like Chrisean. I really do genuinely like her, and I feel like she has so much potential. But what I don't understand is why she cannot sit down and have an adult conversation with people, with anyone. She cannot sit down and have an adult conversation with anyone. She cannot take constructive criticism. She cannot take being held accountable. And that's the side of her that I don't like. Like, she's a very sweet, bright girl, and I feel like if she can fix those things, she could be so successful. Her and Lo are talking, like, she's asking Lo questions, and Lo is responding. I'm like, girl, you asking Lo questions, so what you getting mad at her responses for? You're the one asking her the questions. So she's like, well, yo, you saying that my time was wasted? Like, you saying that I'm the reason why your time was wasted? Like, really? Like, I'm the reason why your time was wasted? And so then she just fights Lo. And I feel like that was just bullshit. Lo is literally just telling you the answers to the questions that you asked, girl. You asked questions, you're gonna get an answer. And I feel like Lo was doing it in a very respectful way. Like, I don't remember if y'all seen Lo from her season on Bad Girls Club, but the way that she came to Chrisean was very respectful, because she done threw some shady ass shit and came at people sideways. And you can see that in her season on Bad Girls Club. She did not take that route with confronting Chrisean. And I feel like she handled it very maturely. And for Chrisean to just be like, all right, bitch, let's fight, like, out of nowhere, it's like, come on, like. And so she fights her, and she's like, you know, did y'all forget? This is my show. Like, this is the Rock show. Like, this is the Chrisean show. Y'all are waiting on me. Did y'all forget who I am? I'm just like, yes, I understand that, you know, a lot of people are watching because of Chrisean. I understand that. At the same time, like, aren't you the same one who said that you came here and you don't want to fight these girls? You came here on some positive shit and, you know, no negative energy. You don't want to fight nobody. You want it to be peaceful. You want it to be, you know, Hakuna Matata up in this bitch. And you over here swinging on motherfuckers. That contradicts exactly what you said. Like, it contradicts everything that you said. So I'm just like, okay. And so the episode ends off with her and Lo fighting. And it looks like Lo got beat up. And I'm just like, I don't remember Lo not being able to fight, but it looked like she can't fight the way that her and Chrisean were fighting each other. Like, yes, you can say that Chrisean snuck her on this episode, but when you see the preview for next episode, it looked like they squared up one-on-one and she got her ass beat again. So I'm like, am I not remembering things correctly? I'm like, maybe she can't fight, and I'm just like getting her mixed up with somebody else. So that was my review for Baddies West, episode 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you come back next week because I will be reviewing the whole season. And if you liked my review and you like what you see and hear, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and smash the notification bell down below so that you can be a part of the Natty Gang. Because over here in the Natty Gang, baby, we get that thing banging. Gang, gang.